Hello again everyone, Ken from Whittling Woods back again with another whittling wood carving tutorial. Last week we did these fellas up here, these eyes. I'll have a link over here for that video if you're interested. We whittled the eyes and I kind of shaped the face in order to do the eyes, because like I mentioned in that video, I like to do them kind of in situ so you see how you can actually put them into a figure rather than just doing them into a block of wood with no reference points. I was going to actually not do this type of video, but I figured I'm looking at this little figure here and I said, boy, it really needs to have a mouth. It's, even though it's just a kind of a practice piece here, it needs to have a mouth. So I think that's what we're going to do in this video here. We're going to whittle a mouth. And there's nothing better for whittling a mouth than a brand new knife. This here knife, I don't know, can you see that there? That BB, that stands for that's short for Blackbart. You've heard me mention my good buddy Mark, aka Blackbart, who makes knives, and he sent this knife my way. And let me just grab a couple other things here. He actually sent me a bunch of knives, as you can see over here. So I've got a lot of Blackbart knives, which, boy, I tell you, I feel really fortunate for that. He actually made me this one over here too, and he added a little personalization to it. So there you go, Whittling Woods. You can't beat that, right? So, and his little mark on there too as well, Blackbart. So I got a lot of knives I have to work on getting sharp. I was able to sharpen this one up here, and it's perfect for doing this kind of whittle because it's a nice small knife where you can get in there and do this type of figure. So I sharpened this up this morning, and we'll whittle a little mouth with this one knife here. So if you're interested in seeing how I'm going to do a very simple mouth, no teeth, just really simple. We're going to keep kind of in the theme here, simple eyes. And we're going to do a mouth that's pretty simple too. So if you're interested in seeing how I do that, and it's great for beginners as well, stay tuned. I'm going to get everything set up and I'll be right back. Okay. Just wanted to kind of show you, I drew in on it with a pencil here. We'll give him a little smile. So I just made a line. Sometimes I kind of make him a little off center to some extent. In other words, the low points kind of off center a little bit. I just drew this mark. This will be kind of where we start the upper lip. So essentially what we're going to do here is make a cut along here, stop cut along here, and a little notch cut here and here. And we're going to start taking out some kind of wood. You might want to look at hollowing this area out. Let me show you what I'm referring to. Because if you look at your own chin and lower lip, you can kind of see this area right underneath the lip over here is pretty hollow, right in that area. So kind of, you can kind of come in here and roll your knife out to hollow some of that wood out, just to kind of help you out a little bit. Kind of, I don't know, it's kind of hard to see here. There's a bit of a hollow. We're gonna form a little bit more than that, but take that into consideration. I usually put the mouth about halfway, because then I'm going to kind of carve lips so it comes up a little bit higher. Maybe you can maybe move it up a little bit further than that, but we'll start with that over there. So I'm just going to come in here. Let me just use my knee as some support over here, and just kind of put a little bit of a stop cut right following our line. And you won't be doing this under a camera, hopefully, so you'll be able to get up close to see what you're doing. And I'm going to just come in here a little bit more because I don't think I got that deep. I apologize if my hand is getting in the way a little bit. There you go. I just put a little stop cut in there. Then I I come up underneath it, and I just kind of remove some wood. I'll flip it around and I'll finish up over here. So as we did, it's kind of hard to see. I'm going to kind of show you as much as I can here. We just removed a little bit of wood just right underneath that stop cut. I don't go, right now I'm not worried about going too deep. But there you go. You can probably leave it like that if you wanted to. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start to form the kind of the upper lips. I'm going to kind of come down again, back up to that stop cut, and I'm just going to kind of come in here and just remove a little bit of wood at an angle. kind of like that. And then we'll do it over here as well. Just kind of come in here and remove just a bit of wood at an angle. Like I said, these are really simple, simplified lips or mouth or whatever you want to call it. There you go. Now what I like to do is deepen the corners of the mouth, because if you think about it, that's going to be the deepest spot. You're going to be, because your jaw's kind of curving around. So we're going to come in here with our knife, just put a little bit of a stop cut right at the corner over there, and then another one over there. So stop cut right into the, I'm sorry, I might be out of camera there. And then we can kind of come back around and take out that little triangle of wood. So there you go. You can kind of deepen that a little bit more if you want. There you go. And then we'll do the same thing over here. We'll come right where we ended that stop cut, and I'll flip it around to show you. Right over there at the end of the mouth. We're going to put a little bit of a stop cut in there, and then another one again at that lip over there. So we made those two little stop cuts, and we're just going to come back in here, and again that little triangle, it's like a chip cut. We're going to come in here and just cut it out. There you go. You can get any simpler than that, does it? Kind of show you at different angles over here. Sometimes I'll come in here and I'll move a little bit more wood up to those little chip cut triangles that we took out. A little bit more over there. A little bit more over here maybe. There you go. Now what I do is kind of the same idea. I'm gonna come up here with my knife. I'm gonna put a stop cut kind of up to that chip cut. This is forming the lower lip now. So I'm going into where that little triangle is, kind of up to where we drew that line. I'm just gonna put a little stop cut in here. All right, and then we'll do the same thing over here as well. Try to hold it under here so you can kind of see. Just gonna come in here and put a little bit of a stop cut as well. And then we're going to just start removing a little bit of wood up to that cut. And the other cut as well. And then we can kind of connect those two cuts over here. I'll bring my knee in for a second here. And I'm just going to kind of come around and just kind of connect those cuts. Got a bit of a lower lip in there, and then I start hollowing the wood out up to that lip, underneath the lip a little bit. Because again, like I said, feel your own face. You can see this part in here underneath the lip is kind of recessed in a bit, right? So we're just gonna kind of come up here and do that. That's kind of why, in a way, doing the figure, the face, and the hands and stuff like that are actually good things to do, because you got ready-made model. You have your own hands, and you can look at a mirror and look at your own face, and kind of get some ideas of what you should be whittling, and then try to mimic that. I was just cleaning up some of these cuts and deepening that just a bit more. So there you go. It's got a bit of a lip over there. That's all you kind of have to do for the mouth. It's really simple. This will be, like I said, this is a nice short video. Last week's video on the eyes took about a half hour. Hopefully this will be under 10 minutes. Now, of course, you can make the mouth look quite a bit differently. You can certainly make it. I've done some videos, and again, I will have some links for you in case you're interested in other videos where I've done it with the teeth and all that kind of thing. But I think for just getting started, if you're interested in doing, I know like eyes and the mouth, sometimes they're just hard to visualize. I think when you start out whittling, like how do I go about it? What kind of cuts do I make? And you know, some people make it look real easy. And I mean, it's not that hard to do. Once you do it once or a few times, you'll get it down. And you kind of come back in here and clean things up. The wood I wasn't intending to use this piece again. I kind of threw it in my scrap box. So I had, for the last video, I kind of oiled it up a bit with the Howard Feed and Wax. So it's got a little bit of oil to it. If you notice the kind of sticking all over the place of the wood. Sometimes what I like to do is I'll come in here. I'll just hollow that section out. Right underneath the, what's that called? The fulstrum? Something like that. I forget the term. But right underneath the nose there. And I'm just kind of coming around here and maybe cleaning up your upper lips. They don't have to be overly pronounced. I like to kind of, after I put that little indentation in on the nose, sometimes I'll come back and I'll just clean that upper lip a little bit. Kind of blends that cut in there a little bit more too. So I'm just kind of coming back here from each end and going to the center, and just forming a bit more of a lip look, so to speak. All right. Pretty simple, right? A lot of times what I'll do is I'll come in on this side and this side, and I'll kind of taper this in just a little bit more, hollow it out just a little bit, leading up to the chin area. And over here as well. I'll come back. And then you can kind of take a look at it, and I kind of gave him a pretty pronounced lower lip. Maybe I'll shave that back just a little bit. I know those poofy lips are all the rage these days, but my Whittles don't pay nearly as much for their poofy lips as some of these other people do today. There you go. And that's it. I mean, there you go. We put a quick mouth in there, and it's okay that this area and this area are kind of puffed up a bit because he's kind of smiling. You can taper that back a little bit if you want. Come in here and shape it. But that's all. And like I said, you just it's really all there is to it. It's as simple as that. It's actually pretty easy to do. I want to try to show you from an angle here with the lighting. It's not that hard. We made it. We're making it kind of simple to do here. I might take these down just a little bit more on each side. The area you're going to want to keep kind of more pronounced is the chin. Now you can kind of, if that's sticking out too much for you, the thing you don't want is, well, I shouldn't say you don't want, but I look at these lips here and I go, well, I don't really want my lower lip sticking out more than my upper lip. Although you might want to go for that look, but I take that back in just a little bit, so it's not necessarily sticking out too much here. And again, like I said, these are very simplified. A very simplified lip to just kind of get you going here. Obviously, you can put a beard in, and you don't have to do much of much of a lip at all then, but beard and mustache. There you go. I'm just going around here, shaping things up a bit. There you go. We gave him a little bit of a smile. So he's smiling because he's got a new Blackbart knife here, and who wouldn't smile for that, right? So anyway, I hope you found that useful. I know it was a quick one, so it's sometimes that's good, right? Every so often have a quick little video. So there you go. Anyway, that's it for me this week. I hope you all have a great whittling week. I'll talk to you again soon. Take care.